Look, he has any more mats to use pass up top. Jayon using that backup rip. Is it the right decision? We'll find out in just a moment. Any tree to land on. Anything. Jayon taking a lot of shots. Does he have a landing spot? 1 second left. The chunk splashes coming in. Is it enough? Pass hit the storm. Oh my lord. Jayon. The last second clutch. The chunk splashes. The third time we've seen it today. And probably the most clutch we've seen it as well. He gets the top spot. Most IQ I've seen in a high round hold ever from any region so far today. Holy moly guacamole.
Holy moly guacamole indeed. That was absolutely wild. Recognizing that he still had those 2 utility slots and he couldn't use the rift to go and the chug splash. Playing that perfectly. Somebody needs to clip that on stream. Please shout it out to me or Shy at PoopyFace #Fortnite World Cup. I want that one to go on my little wall of clips that I have on my desktop at home because that was amazing.
Yeah, not only using that rip to relocate, but then popping off those chunk splashes as well. Isolated. Talking about isolated now. Vibes finding someone on the low ground as well. Once again, utilizing these vertical positionings that happen. A trap coming down looks like it takes out the ball that Kickback had, or the ball that was in their turtle at the moment. More focus coming down to the same place they got an elimination earlier. This is smart as they know someone is going to be going for that loot. They can use it kind of as a set trap or bait to be able to come in and see. Slipstream's still up and alive right now. You think anyone can catch them as they're moving around? Rexy's actually taking a little bit of damage going through.
Yeah, and there's so much building here. You know, if you do want to utilize the slipstream, you could possibly do it and land on top of any one of these players' builds. But really nobody in there right now. We're taking a look at Iota, and we have Vectical here as well. Looking very, very good. And like, they do have that new proximity grenade launcher there. How are you feeling about that item so far in the game?
So the Proxim launcher is very interesting. interesting just because it does pack such a wallet, but at the same time takes an essential slot that everyone already has, determined for their playstyle and their, building, their rotations. So at the moment, although it's a very strong item, it's very situational, and you do have to give up, say, smokes, a heavy sniper, stuff that's been true and tested. It still is a very new item, in my opinion. Duos have been using it to turn tides, but at the same time, which duos are we not seeing, because they do get eliminated at some point in the game. Just like right now, you see Iota going up with Vectical at the moment. 2 Shadows and a Proxim launcher still available at the moment. Will they get the wall replaced? A Stink No Chug Splash is coming down as his duo holds. This is a very dynamic fight. Edit coming through. Angel coming up with the pop, but does finally go down as he gets picked up. Aspire goes down as well. Now Iota has to move out by himself. Unfortunately, his duo does go down in that engagement, but they do pick up those 2 Elam points. So will that be worth it going forward? Would it be better for both of them to stay alive for placement, or would it be better for those Elam points to come through and then the possibility of a solo person playing for placement? Pookie, what do you think?
I mean, Iota certainly has his work cut out from him. There's still so many players left in this lobby. I think at this point he is in mid-ground, so if he can lay low for a little while, hope that these other players kind of take each other out, eliminate each other, he can kind of sneak in under the radar. If he does opt to go for placement points, that would probably be his best play. But here we are looking at Dade again. Johnny is still alive as well. 46 points so far on the leaderboard for these boys. They also have 3 eliminations between the 2 of them. I am waiting for these guys to pop off, Shai.
They're almost at their natural element. High ground is where these guys perform. We saw it last game. They're so good at just looking down, just like this. Morton getting popped. Dade just looking left and right. 23.76 ping won't be enough for that individual to stay alive. Favs now fighting for height, decides to slow down. Him and his duo actually look like they're up there. No, that is a fight happening. A lot of rifters now coming down left and right. Golden up top. We'll see if he can stay shiny while he looks at everyone else down in the server. A lot of people still rifting. Looks like the Bolt boys are up top as well. Not sure where Johnny is. He's right below Dade, actually. A lot of hard mats now being used. It's going to be very hard for people to just pickaxe in the boxes. It's going to take a little bit more time. Once again, now they're going to be choosing to stay on mid-ground, not fighting for height just yet. They do have a lot of mats, so maybe they're waiting for the rest of the lobby to use all their mats in these fights, then take it. 90's coming in now. We'll see if Dade can go up top. Johnny already up there. He's going to be adjusting his path left and right. Not only does this give him the movement option, but the angles for the shots as well, as he's going to be sneaking behind using enemy builds, finally catching up. On the backside, a big 130 shot going down on Golden, all the way getting dropped to bronze now. Unfortunate for him. Shots getting up, down, or from up, getting shot from up top to down low now. This is where these guys have that insane accuracy. What do you make of this huge build?
Well, look at what happened. So Johnny was completely separated from Dade in that position. He was at 50 HP. Dade absolutely just cranking the 90s, working his way up the side of that mountain to get up to Johnny, ends up taking out players on his way and then utilizing those chug splashes to heal his partner up. That is the duo partner you want.
Absolutely. You want someone that can support you, but also attack. Protect, attack.
Protect, attack, gives health back.
Absolutely. That was sick. I'm not gonna lie. That was really good.
Thanks.
200 mats left now. As more Elams come up top, it's just relaxed for these guys. Another day in the park, another walk on the beach. It's just easy comings for them. Shots getting shot up from the bottom side now, but since they are on brick, it's going to be nice and supported. Oh, Geo, oh no, taking a lot of storm damage coming in from a launch pad. Sometimes you do have to dip in the storm to make sure you don't take any shots. He finally goes down. Now, it looks like it's a 2v2v1 as Prolo and Pear are looking up and down. Very dynamic, looking for all the Elams. Fruity finally goes down as Prolo challenges height, kind of buying Pear time to see if he can see anything from the down low, kind of baiting Johnny and Dade up. Prolo and Pear now going to be looking side by side, not staying in the same box. Smart stuff, so the pressure isn't applied to both duos at the same time. They do look a little bit stressed on mats, though. If this shot keeps happening from up top, the pressure does not stop. They've actually Johnny and Dade confirmed so many elims and then got the fruitions from them, the mats. We'll see if that will hold true. Johnny finally getting dropped. Prolo goes for a shot, does not connect. They're both in storm. Prolo goes down. Dade up top, has to stay on a campfire. Pair, if he gets this elim, can get the siphon, but it doesn't go through. The Bolt boys back to back, popping off. Just easy comings, easy games.
I said they had to pop off.
Yeah.
And they did. I mean,
Nice.
I don't want to say it was because of me, but it was probably actually not because, it was kind of.
Is that chug jug splash?
It was because of me, and possibly also their skill and mechanical plays in the game. But you know, here we are hopping into the next game. I don't really even know what I'm saying today. I think I have the Z curse or something like that. I'm saying random things and just kind of going with it. But here we have, is it Bo QT?
Yeah, it looks like it's Bo QT and Cold
Bo QT and Cold QT. Couple of cuties here, just sitting in their cone, kind of utilizing, I know you can't really see it, but there would be an edit there. They use that to visualize everything. So if you're sitting in cone, you can edit it out and kind of peek through it just a little bit. They are holding it on there, the edit, just to, you know, make quick work if they are having to move or if they do see an opportunity to take people out. And you can see people actually rifting through the sky. He does take that opportunity to take out Razzie. Razzie, unfortunately, getting to take the L dance done to him. You hate to see it, Shy.
Absolutely. Right now, too, Bo, although he can play around his builds, has to play around a gray tack as well. So we'll see if they do end up surviving. We go back to our featured duo that was there before, Jarvis and Tilt, both going to be in ballers as well. They do have a chug splash as well to use. They're going to be going left and right, utilizing the speed boost and momentum for looking the right way. When you hit that boost on the baller, there is kind of a skill gap if you do want to be very efficient. Tilt kind of going in between builds and a fall behind Jarvis. Will this prove bad for the duo? Jarvis still looking healthy. These guys do have 4 eliminations right now as we move in to the 5th moving circle. He's going to be looking to get a nice position. Looks like these guys finally got high ground, almost securing their balls.
Almost.
Tilt, or their ballers. Tilt's baller going down. Jarvis and Tilt now on the highest point in the map as the other individuals have to kind of hop off from Geyser's not going to be available to come down. Is it going to cost too much, though, as those combat shots are coming in? Astra getting switched on by that AR, maybe, you know, Tilt saying, it's time to beam.
You know what?
Enough of the pop shots.
Enough of the pop shots. Although he only had 36 HP left,
Yeah.
or less, because, you know, it was just one shot there with the AR. But you know what? I mean, better to go for that. If the first shot accuracy, it's a way easier shot than try to, you know, pump pellets into somebody from 100 yards away.
Absolutely.
But here we are taking a look again at Cold and Bo, just sitting in mid-ground, not really trying to go for anything. They have 1 elimination each. They are playing very, very safe right now. What do you make of this, Shy? Why are they playing so safe?
I mean, they're looking for options. A lot of good duos when they have this much flexibility in their actual loadout build. You know, they have the heals, they have the rotation, they have the beam, they have the close range shots. They have options. It's not always good to force out one type of game style because you might have another one pop up in just 2 seconds. So they're probably just trying to feel out the server, use their position for that 6 zone, see how the server and the players in them will treat their rotation, their position, and then play off of it that way. Once again, they probably don't want to get too close to people as well, as Bo only has that great tack. These beams coming in greatly, getting a lot of pressure, eliminations left and right, up and down. Cold playing on a D-pad basically with this shot that he has. Just insane, hitting every single bullet that he fires. Cold now moving forward, 5 elims for these guys, 21 duos left alive, so we're not at placement just yet, but points being picked up by these reactive and proactive duos as well as they make things happen. Dolphins goes down as the chug splashes come up. Really, really cool interaction where one person can still shield up and get health as they're moving around on the map. What do you think is going to happen this game with Cold and Bo? You think they're going to pop off?
I mean, they literally just went from 2 to 6 eliminations between the 2 of them. So exactly like you said, looking for options. You called it perfectly. These guys are probably just waiting it out. Knew that they didn't have the ability to, you know, do anything long range with explodes or snipes. So they were waiting for people to get close to them. But here we have Yagi and Lucas getting rifted out there. Yagi putting a ton of damage onto his opponents there and really pressuring them, but he is going to pull his umbrella early, take a look, see maybe if he can make a play for high ground. We have Destroyer at the very top with his duo there. 25 players remaining, 17 duos left. We're about to hit top 15, and Yagi said, you know what, I can't actually take high ground. I'm just going to go down here. You know what, play it a little bit safer. I don't know where Lucas is. Did he get separated? Oh, nope, there he is. Just dropped right in, right as I said it.
Like a feather just drops from the skies.
So graceful.
Link up with his partner. Yagi now trying to get into a box. 8 elims on him right now as Lucas is playing kind of the support role in this duo. Shots coming in, a trap available. It is his, so he can bypass it. Dart forwards.
Wow, the flicks.
Oh my Lord.
Holy.
They're just popping off right now. I haven't seen anyone on West right now miss too many shots, and every shot matters in Week 10, especially when there's only one spot. These guys have 50 points as well, so they could be in the running when we get those leaderboard updates. A lot of mats available as well. You talk about mat management. Lucas with 1,000 mats available to him as he moves up. Just amazing plays here. Getting those mats as well from eliminations is just, it's perfect at the moment. They have an RPG as well, Pookie, that you can use late game.
They do. They only have 2 rockets in it, though, and they are a little bit separated. They are going to have to get together here. Yagi had put down a campfire, so he was probably calling up to Lucas to say, you know what, come sit with me by the fire. We're not going to roast any marshmallows, but we are going to get some health back. But here we see them breaking out of this box here and looking to take this high ground or drop these players down, and they do. He drops them down with the RPG, doesn't get the shot off, unfortunately, but we see them here. They are getting into the top 6, so very close to the top 5 placement, but he only has 5 health, Shy.
It's insane right now how he's alive. His options are so limited. He has to go for these raw RPG shots. Sensei Tacos goes down. It's Taco Tuesday on a Friday right now. Lucas getting up to 100 elims. That was 2 for the cost of 1 rocket onto the low ground. A shadow bomb being very sneaky. Can he get those combat shots off though? Waiting for his moment. Gets that finish. Will it be able to give him the health he needs? No rockets available just yet. He has to barge through with his spam. Sees the launch pad. Hits a tree. He's getting tossed all the way around by the server, but that time spent in the storm lets him be sneaky to come back into the safe circle. Cold finally going down. The Bo QT and Cold QT Wombo combo is still alive actually with Bo on high ground. Lucas on less HP. Bo with a lot, actually 3 mats left, has a great tack still all the way till the end of the game. Has minis, but they won't be of much use now. These guys are going to have to take this 50-50 if possible. Bo does not know how much HP his part or his opponent has. It is kind of turning up though. The angle, Bo coming down with a better angle though, doesn't mind the hill blocking off his opponent there. He's just going to drop down, hit him with that Congo dance. Get in line, my friend. This is my game. I'm looking good doing it. The QT combo comes in from start to finish.
Yeah, they were definitely looking cute in that last match. Indeed. Cole just showing them how it is done. But here we are getting into another match. We are over by Salty Springs this time.
And Old Man Mountain as well, as Sundown always says. 1 hour left on West, and in this moment too, if this zone bounces back the wrong way, it could spell disaster for all these low ground individuals who are in the map as well. All these people trying on this West server for that one spot, the last chance for the Fortnite World Cup. The zone does look like it's moving into Salty as Farboot. You can put that on YouTube if you want. That's going to be a big bop.
Booted back to the lobby, 100%. Now, you saw there how they utilized just breaking the pyramid there, utilizing the heavy snipe to then just completely take him out. That was so well coordinated, so well played. Sceptile just using the launch pad here to rotate over. His teammate Chio is just behind him right now. They are getting shot at a little bit, but he isn't going to take too much damage. They do have a ton of healing between them, so we're going to have to see if Chio can join him. They can utilize the chug splashes, but Chio says, you know what, no, there's a player up here, and I think I want to keep an eye on him right now. He may have made a little bit of a mistake because now you can see how much health he effectively has left.
Yeah, I think when Sceptile actually took that launch pad, it got shot out by someone in the actual safe circle of the storm, and then Chio was forced to use one of his Rift-to-Gos to actually get out of that situation. Chio now getting finished off by that stink grenade by 100 Thieves Sir Demetrius. Sir D is going to be amazing to see how he can come back. Maybe he can also qual. It's always up to, 1 hour left, 2 or 3 pop-off games. It's always easy, or not really that easy, to have that confidence to pop off, to get those spots in. A care package actually available right now for any duo that's risky enough to go get it. Looks like it's being boxed over. That could change the tides of the game for individuals. But as I said, it is a risk. A lot of pressure gets put down on those individuals, Asset and Garrett, when they try to make that play.
Yeah, and you can see here Bay Soldier and Sir D just sitting up in the box right now. Got to shout out to Bay Soldier, a good friend of mine. We play together often. I love seeing him in these games because I love seeing how he plays when he is not having to put me on his back and carry me. Now we have Cypher, PK, and Ranger actually down at the low ground. I caught these guys. I caught a little bit of Cypher's stream last night when he was trying to qualify for today with Ranger. These two looked so strong together. Game after game, they had a plan and they follow it. I don't think they really deviate much from the plan unless they're absolutely forced to. And going into these games, Shy, and not only just knowing that you have a plan, but also not deviating from it, even though you really want to. Ranger just gets the knock on SJ. SJ goes down. He's down. He's going to end up finishing him off, breaking out of the box there to rotate over, uses the rift, pulls up Cypher, and they are out of there. They net themselves one more elimination, putting this duo at a collective 6.
Septal is also still popping off. Finally picks up the duo of Acid and Garrett on that mid-ground layer. Knock, knock, open up the door. It's real because Ranger and Cypher just randomly stumble on that duo in the mid-ground, get a very nice point boost as they move up as well in the server. Now have ultimate height, going to be looking down, a very nice, relaxed, leisurely time, trying to find as many elims as possible. But Rifters are coming up from up top. How would you prioritize, Pookie, when people are coming up from up top, you have to get elims down low? What is the focus usually when you're trying to maintain height?
I think honestly, like looking into the sky, trying to, those are free eliminations there, Shy. You know what? Like those guys were hanging in the sky for so long. I've seen time and time again, these pros are able to just completely knock players out of the sky like that. So if you are well tarped and you have the floors and the pyramids protecting you, I think looking above is key. And just like that, we see Cypher taking out another player down below. So prioritizing people above you first to make sure that A, don't take high ground, and B, maybe you can get a quick elim is probably the best route to take there.
That's absolute facts, because that is the priority. That's the trouble you have on your layer. And then, just like Cypher did, you can just focus down and pick up anyone else on that low ground. V-Day up in this game as well, or Vide. Bay Soldier now knocked down to a lower tier of height in the game. Shadow Bomb's available, but a Baller as well as Opa is going to be forced to actually move around on foot in this zone. The Baller might not be the best option moving around this cluster of low ground where there's so many builds. The Baller has to bounce off multiple times as well. Cruels finally goes down. Open House to move on by himself. Does get a nice back shot towards an enemy who was not focused on the storm. You always got to protect your back as you're moving through. You never know who's going to have that much trouble moving into circle. Open House smartly going up one height layer as well onto the mid-ground. Bay Soldier getting knocked down as well as Opa just continues his tirade on the whole server up on a campfire. Not sure if he recognizes, has no more mats left, so he can't go for the wall replace. Only has his reactions, his true wit, has his flicks up as well. Can he juke out? 2 HP. The Bay Soldier elim comes clutch for him to get his first Siphon HP up, but he did end up dodging the shots. His movement is so good, but not good enough there as Wilds picks him up. Ranger now on the bottom, picking up the back of Wilds, and Mercs gets murked as well. Ranger hunting everyone else in the server. Septal, who we saw earlier with these combo snipes and these stink grenade usages all across the map, is going to have height in this moment, Pookie.
Yeah, and it's a 1v1v1, so you know what, Ranger had to unfortunately say goodbye to Cypher in that moment and just keep going. We have Septal at the top, Bolt versus Duo. Bolt loves Duo, and Ranger down at the bottom. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of a play here for high ground. Bolt ends up taking it from Septal, who was trying to do a little bit of a heal off, but Ranger's just sitting at the bottom waiting. Let's see, Ranger does have the most health at this point out of anyone.
Septal does have that chug splash, but it's not enough. Looks like he might have just ran out of mats. LV's duo takes over that height, but Ranger with the shootout. LV goes down. You can build up, but you have to stay supported. You have to have that foundation, and it just wasn't there. Balla, did you see that? What do you make of it, man? The West is wilding up.
I did see that, and really what it's, the question I have right now is, are they really silencing the haters? Everybody who says they spend too much time creating awesome content, that Cypher, PK, and Ranger, with that win and their performance in Week A, they've got to, you know, start to silence these guys, Zeke.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we literally just were talking about it. These guys have been grinding and working their butts off, and this is the product of it, right? Like, they're showing everyone, hey, we deserve to be here. You know, though, I have pulled some fun little clips if you want to take a look.
Did you? What a surprise.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Let's hop right into some of the action, starting things off with Maximo. Those rifling skills are absolutely insane. Also, this combat shotgun flick. Also, tiny baby shout out to Broccoli. I actually met him at E3. Super chill dude. He was very excited. And I was very excited to meet him.
One of the best players on West, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like we had to highlight this, right? Jae Young's 90,000 IQ play, dropping down into the tree and just using the chug splash.
I love how he lands in the tree at the perfect spot that breaks the line of sight from anybody, too. So that's just clutch.
You love to see it. And, of course, I highlighted them a little bit earlier on in the last package we did here. But, of course, Bolt, Dade, and Johnny. Don't forget, right? So in case Johnny isn't on your radar, Johnny is the winner of the Blackheart Cup, right? He's the first controller player to win a major tournament. And now to see him, like, this is why I like highlighting this duo specifically, because this is a duo I believe can qualify. I think they have everything there. They've got to put all the pieces together, and they could potentially see a qualifying spot, and they continue to have pop-off performances, right? And especially, like, look at this right-hand angle. You know he's trying to do everything. The player jumps out and he's ready with the nice little duck and weave. This is the kind of play you need to be bringing to the finals if you're looking to qualify.
And they are reaping the benefits of excellent play because they're in second place right now, right under Arkham and Falconer, but they've already qualified. So this is the spot right now that you want to be in. And we saw last time we took a look at the standings, Zeke. The spread was only 7 points. Now, the Bolt duo right here are starting to thin that, to extend that lead a little bit more.
Yeah, and this is why I kind of want to highlight them, right? These guys are slayers. Do not sleep on them. Now, keep in mind, they also have the 5 games played as opposed to someone like Punisher and Landjunk that have the 6. You've got this duo here that has 6, even 7. You know, they've built themselves a hefty lead here. 8 points, it sounds like not that much, but it kind of is. 8 points is a really great game, right? So these guys could catch up, but we'll see.
Looking at Jae Young, that clutch is what puts him here in third place right here. Ooh, what a clutch play. That could, depending on how his next game goes, I'm not sure where he ended up after that or if this is new information, but he could push himself up into that, or second place right now is what it's looking like, because Alconer and Falconer are leading the pack. But regardless, before we finish up, we've got about an hour left here on NA West. We're going to go ahead and take a break, refresh ourselves, and then come right back to watch the epic conclusion of NA West. We've only got 1 spot left. Don't go anywhere.
Let's slide out to the lobby. Let's slide out to the lobby. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs. Burgers from dirt to munch. Tacos royale with brunch. Red juices, a tasty treat for Lil Whip, Peely, and Pizza Pete. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we are going to talk about the Tactical Assault Rifle and its addition to competitive play.
The Tactical Assault Rifle is probably one of the best additions to the game. It's a long-range weapon where you could save AR ammo if you have a drum gun.
Small bullet you can find everywhere, so it's a good weapon.
The Tactical AR is an uncommon, epic, and legendary weapon that utilizes light ammunition and has a high rate of fire. It does 22, 23, or 24 damage depending on rarity, has a pretty fast first shot accuracy timer, and a dope reloading animation. I mean, come on, just look at it. We've seen a lot of competitive players opt into using the Tactical Assault Rifle over the course of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. So let's hear from some of the players who qualified for the finals and get their thoughts on the TAC AR's addition to the game.
It's really good. like really good. Once you get to endgame scenarios like 5th zone and beyond, it absolutely beams. It's very viable in meta right now. Everybody's been using it.
I like it because you could actually sneak up on someone. It has this low sound, so it's hard to hear.
It has its viability due to its first shot accuracy that can make it really strong, and the fall off damage isn't as strong as it was for the silent SMG, which got vaulted.
I reckon the gun's awesome for endgame because if you've got height, that gun can really get a lot of eliminations because it's like a laser, and people endgame tend to have less HP than they would towards the early and mid game. So I think it's really strong in situations.
Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the tactical assault rifle, and when do you like to use it? Send us your opinions using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and I'll see you on the battle bus, or maybe on the high ground with Attack AR.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam, to the Fortnite Online World Cup qualifiers. My name is Face. I'm joined with an incredible cast today, but you know what? Shout outs to Shy for being here and bringing his best pun game. I know I'm impressed, but you know who I'm even more impressed by? These two gentlemen that are about to join me to cast these next set of games. I've got Bala, I got Zeke. Boys.
Apparently, Pookie Face is very easily impressed because I have impressed her.
I thought you were really about to go into Robot Zeke right there. Because
no, it
I was very
serious
terrified.
Friday, and this is the final duo qualifier week, Bala.
It is.
It all comes down to this, man.
Yeah, it does. It all comes down to this. We've seen the leaderboards. We've seen Data and Johnny kind of pushing their way up there, and then obviously Jaeyoon with his clutch. But I want to see more of that. I want to see more clutches. So let's hop into the games. Zeke, it's time. We got an hour left about in NAOS queues. It's coming down to the wire.
Man, you know, if you know me, I'm getting stressed because I feel for all these players. I understand what they're going for, and I just want them all to be happy. So I stress out. You know, so I'm going to try and keep myself calm, cool, and collected. Probably not going to work out, but I just figured I'd be honest and upfront with you. Fluff Bro going to be immediately beamed by Nibs here, and CLG Crispy, his duo partner. I'm liking what they've got going on right now.
They are. They're going to find 2 eliminations and possibly add to the stress of some of these guys. The pressure. Zeke?
Well, you know, someone dealt it.
I can explain. I can explain. I didn't mean to click there. I didn't mean to throw the stink.
You know,
it's my fault.
Sometimes
it just came out.
You just get. Typically, you would want to just say "excuse me" in those moments. You know, like I just released it. Excuse me. I did not mean to fart this gigantic, nauseous gas cloud. But things happen. You know, we're only human.
It netted them elimination earlier, so you know, get excited a little bit. But Crispy and Nibs now going to go ahead and use the launch pad and get towards the other side of the zone, which is where all these players right now are basing up and getting ready to, you know, go for all the action that they can and let some of that pressure loose.
I mean, they got to try and make sure that everyone else is feeling that pressure that you're talking about. Because again, this is the final dual qualifier week. This is it. It is now make it or break it time. Phoenix A. Phoenix. Yeah. I'm just going to Phoenix A.
Yeah.
A. I was trying to
Very excited, Phoenix.
Yeah. Gets down there, and now look, Howdy, hello, and Doom Soggies are going to try and pick up that elimination. There you go. So where is his duo partner? Probably has just abandoned ship. He's like, you know what? I'm going to leave. Good luck. I need to try and play for placement because top 15, of course, is that first placement threshold. And that's probably, he's probably looking to slow things down, right? Let me just make it there first. Maybe I'll get a cheeky elim here, there. But that's probably what's going to be happening.
And knowing that, and knowing the position that he was in, kind of stuck on low ground, not really any space to edit away or even move your teammate away from where they possibly will be going for it. He's going to get stuck there and left. Now, Primo, looking for shots with that combat shotgun, but of course we know the effectiveness of that reduced a little bit, but we're not seeing too much of players, you know, deciding, hey, it's not that strong anymore on high ground. Oh, I was just talking to you about this, Zeke. That's Johnny right there, and we just said he was in that second place. Has the chances to go up there. I think his duo partner, Dade, is still up. Yes.
Yep.
Just pointed him out to me in the bottom right of the screen. We're getting close to that top 15. So just like you said earlier, Dade, you've got to survive here.
And this is going to put Dade in a little bit of an awkward spot, right? Because you never want to lose your dual partner in these situations. You guys want to be alive as long as possible. And I know that sounds like, of course, it's duos, yes.
Does, Zeke.
Does, Zeke, right? I know. But in all seriousness, the longer, if you're in positions where you're in 1v2s, it's just a much more of an uphill battle right here. But Bolt...
There goes Dade.
No! The caster curse.
But Zeke, he did get that top 15, so not a completely lost cause in this game, because that's 3 points, and I'm sure, knowing them, they've probably had some eliminations. They are so aggressive.
Yeah, for sure. And this means they can re-queue, right? Don't forget, you've got 3-hour window to queue or 10 total matches, so they can get right back into action and keep things going. Right now, though, look at this circle. Look kind of where we're navigating. These players need to start making these rotations, or they're going to get caught out in weird spots. Look at that. You've already got people taking to the skies, and launch pads, building straight up via ramps. Tome here. He's got the right idea. Let's get here first. Let's establish ourselves a nice little position. If he catches someone with this play, I'm going to freaking lose it.
And then edited the cone in such a way that it makes it so easy for anybody to land on that. And in some cases even break, but it did connect to the thing above him, the floor above him.
Oh no! Bala! Again, the caster curse, they've got to go. JMO is the closest one.
No.
Kanuchi is top. I'm pretty certain
it's just
this
one
is
more.
over.
Kanuchi against this one player, and then throw him down below. He's definitely going to go out. It's Hansel up on top. And the grenade launcher actually coming in from the bottom. I don't know where those grenades are coming, but it actually knocked Hansel out. Oh, Kanuchi also had an RPG, so those both combined here to make it difficult for Hansel trying to get that RPG off, or reload it, but he's not going to let him. Immediately pressuring as soon as he heard that sound of the RPG, but the knockdown's coming in. Is he going to take any damage? No, he catches himself, but the pressure is still going on from Kunichi, and it's going off the side of this building right now, but moving back. Hansel's going to be able to, take a breather here, connect back with metal, and he is definitely chilling, but also the time for Kunichi to reload that RPG.
And he saw the wood come out, so he knows he has no more metal left. And as those wood materials keep coming out, he's attacking Hansel's build. He's probably only got a handful left, 15. And now Kanuchi hasn't built anything. He's trying to just get it down to an old-fashioned who can fire first. And Kanuchi says, that is me, friend. And take a look, a 9-elimination victory royale, 19 points, especially being in a 1v1 situation there. You love to see it.
That was clinical from start to finish. As soon as that 1v1 began, right? He was trying to get his RPG reloaded. He was trying to get those opportunities, but what he wasn't doing was wasting his materials and building while Hansel wasn't pressuring. He put enough pressure on to put Hansel on the back foot. Hansel kept trying to reconnect his builds. And that's not going to be enough against Kenichi, who knew exactly what to do in that situation.
Oh man, look at this new zone so far. These players have quite the rotation. Now, don't forget, we are in top 15 hopping in Storm Circle 5, so everyone here is going to get a round of placement points. Now, Bumboy does have the launch pad. I was going to say maybe even save it there, but you know what? Right now, he's prioritizing surviving, establishing a nice little nook for himself, moving forward. Now, the question is, where is Rex? He's got to be, okay, so we can kind of see his name there, kind of far. He's trying to close that distance and reconnect there with his duo partner, and now they've done just that.
Just that, and as soon as that happens, they bring the pressure, the stinks come out, and the shield tags come in for Bumboy. Attack AR, we hear so much about the versatility of that weapon coming into great effect, but not quite the damage that you expect and the damage that you get from some of these other weapons, the ARs, the drum guns. You know, the infantry rifles. So he got 4 hits there and not even a shield break.
Right. Yeah, the damage is a little less, but what it makes up for in player damage, you make up for it in, like, structure damage, right? Player-built structures, you just tear through them. And right now, speaking of the infantry rifle, Bumboy has one, so he's going to look to line up those headshots. You know, we've seen people like Ninja utilizing this weapon, and it is absolutely a laser beam when you can connect. And obviously, in the hands of these players, the top 0.01%, it's going to hit, you know, and when it does, it is going to hit you like a truck. I'm talking upwards of 80 damage on headshot. That is going to be sending players reeling. Okay, catches building, not building there. Unfortunately, going to get dropped immediately.
He said building, not editing, so he didn't know how to...
Yeah, he was trying to build, did not edit. It's okay, these things happen! Whoa, Sama! Whoa! You cannot jump and scare me like that, all right? God, I already told you I'm stressing out. Jump scares are gonna catch me every time.
Man, he peeked his head through that floor, and then as soon as the floor ended up getting built, he got pushed up by that phasing mechanic. Unfortunately, Sama is gonna be the worse for wear, but Bumboy and Rex right now continuing forward. I see Epic Whale and 40R Storm right now. We know they were up there in the leaderboards, but fell just a little bit. We didn't see him too high last time we checked. But both of the players, unfortunately, in their box under their stairs, and that's going to cause 40R Storm to take advantage with his precise aim across the box.
And I mean, this is a scary duo, right? We kind of talked about this is more recent. Obviously, we've seen KNG Epic Whale with KNG Epic Whale's duo / Seal Matt. They're the same person. But now it's 40R Storm. Now look above, though. Ghost Sean, Ghost Aiden. These guys have already qualified, and they're looking just to continue getting practice. That prize money as well. There's no better way to get practice. And Aiden here just playing medic. I got you, buddy. Don't worry, Sean. Heal up. Have a splash.
It's crazy that we have these items in the game where you can actually play medic. We can actually have somebody who is carrying the splashes on purpose and making sure he's paying attention to his duo's HP at all times. But while Aiden drops down with the Shadow Bomb, a rocket comes out from the top and knocks Sean down, so it's just Aiden again. And we saw this situation a couple of games ago. Aiden clutching up. I mean, we know he can do it. And really, this guy has performed on all stages right now, and I think he's finally gotten over that hump where everybody was saying, hey, Aiden, you're crazy at getting in people's face, at getting eliminations, but your endgame performance, not so good. But in this stage, in the World Cup Online qualifiers, his endgame performance has been insane. But unfortunately, going down here, but regardless, proving everybody wrong about that, you know, fallacy, I would say.
Yeah, and don't forget, Aiden was at the Summer Block Party. He has been on the stage that will be going to the Fortnite World Cup final. So he's already got a little taste of it, right? So that is probably going to help calm his nerves just a little bit and help give him that edge. And again, he's already qualified. He's just looking to place high, continue to practice, because there's no better practice, probably until we get that Trios week, but even then, that's still not quite the same. But look at this. You've still got Epic Whale. You've got 40R Storm here left alive. 9 players, 8 players, 7. Okay, hold on. 7 players, 5 duos. So top 5 coming out, and players going to be dropped left and right. KNG Epic Whale being one of those there right in front of you.
And we saw Fulmer on high ground. He picked up one elimination back then. He's still up with his duo Kytrex, and I believe, both taking a little bit of fall damage, and all of a sudden it shambles, but they do get the pinch down onto 40R Storm, and now all they have to do is find Berserk, and they're already setting up that pinch, you can see. But Berserk, with the double campfire, is going to quickly start to out-heal them and quickly get up to 100 HP, so they've got to go quick. But Berserk making the play first. He's going to run back right into his box as that RPG comes out, but no more RPG to knock it down, and I don't think they have mats to be able to fight to this, and I think he can connect to the hill. Yes, he can! All of a sudden, this is looking terrible. Berserk might have just pulled off a 1v2 clutch because Fulmer and Kytrex are not going to be able to get up over the zone, and all of a sudden, things have gone haywire. Berserk with the clutch of a lifetime here in the World Cup last region. Zeke, what a play. 45 points from that, the victory royale. It's going to be 15 points on the game.
And that's going to be a huge confidence booster, right? That's going to help motivate you and your dual partner. You're both freaking out in the moment. Oh my God, I cannot believe you just pulled off a 1v2 against this other duo.